Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we are going to understand event-driven pipelines in Azure Data Factory. This is a very important concept when building real-time or near real-time data solutions. Instead of running pipelines on a fixed schedule, we trigger execution automatically based on specific events. An event-driven pipeline is a pipeline that gets executed when an external event occurs. There is no need for a fixed time schedule. The pipeline runs only when a specific event happens. This approach enables reactive and efficient data processing. Event-driven architecture reduces unnecessary pipeline executions. It helps save compute costs because pipelines run only when required. Data becomes available faster since processing starts immediately after an event. This approach is widely used in modern cloud architectures. Azure Data Factory supports different types of event triggers. The most common one is the storage event trigger. There is also a custom event trigger. These triggers integrate with Azure Event Grid and support blob creation or deletion events. The storage event trigger monitors Azure Blob Storage or Azure Data Lake Storage. It automatically triggers a pipeline when a new file is created. We can also filter events based on folder path or file name patterns. Azure Event Grid plays a key role in event-driven pipelines. It routes event notifications to Azure Data Factory. This enables serverless event processing with high scalability and reliability. When a file is uploaded to storage, Event Grid detects the change. ADF receives the event notification through the trigger. Then the pipeline execution starts automatically. Event-driven pipelines allow automatic processing of new files. No manual intervention is required. This setup works well for near real-time or streaming-like scenarios. Data warehouses can be updated much faster. To configure event-driven pipelines, we first create or use an existing storage account. Event Grid integration must be enabled. Then we create an event trigger in Azure Data Factory and associate it with the required pipeline. Event triggers can be filtered based on folder paths or file extensions. This ensures only relevant files trigger the pipeline. It avoids unnecessary executions and improves overall efficiency. Event triggers can pass file names and folder paths dynamically to the pipeline. This is done using event metadata. These values help build dynamic and reusable pipelines. Error handling is very important in event-driven design. We configure retry policies, logging, and monitoring. Alerts must be set up to notify failures. This ensures reliability in production environments. Event-driven pipelines are cost-efficient. They execute faster because they respond immediately to events. The architecture is highly scalable and reduces latency significantly. Event-driven pipelines work mainly with supported storage services. They require proper event grid integration. Configuration is slightly more complex than schedule triggers. Continuous monitoring is necessary. Schedule triggers run at fixed intervals. Event triggers run when an event occurs. Schedule triggers are suitable for batch jobs. Event triggers are better for real-time processing. In enterprises, event-driven pipelines are used for banking transaction ingestion, e-commerce order processing, IoT file processing, and log data ingestion systems. Performance depends on proper parallel execution handling. We must consider storage throttling limits. Pipeline concurrency should be monitored carefully. Integration runtime scaling is important for heavy workloads. Interviewers may ask what an event-driven pipeline is. They may ask how Event Grid integrates with ADF. They often ask the difference between schedule and event triggers. You should also be ready to explain real-world use cases. A common scenario question is how to design a pipeline that processes a file immediately after upload. You may also be asked how to handle multiple files simultaneously and ensure proper error handling. Event-driven pipelines respond to real-time events. They use event grid integration. They improve cost efficiency and responsiveness. This is an essential concept in modern data architecture. Thank you for watching this session. This is ZoomInData. Subscribe for complete Azure Data Factory mastery. Let's learn, practice, and master data engineering together.